Hawkes, and this is speech 1315, my fourth speech. This is my audience members. I'm going to be giving a speech to a tribute to a fictional character, and I'm doing Deatrice from Divergent, which is a book and a movie. And I'm going to ask you today, if you had to choose between how you were raised or a group that better fits your personality, which would you choose? And would it change if you knew you would lose all contact with your family?
Probably stay with my family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Stay with your family?
Yep.
Yep. I'm a homebody too. Upon her retirement, Beatrice Pryor, who is brave, unselfish, and protects other people even if it endangers her. I have watched Divergent numerous times and done additional research over Beatrice Pryor, who will be referred to as Trish throughout this speech. I will talk about Trish's early life, her accomplishments, and what I have learned from her. Now let's look at Trish's childhood. She started out, she was born in abnegation, which is the selfless group, and she was raised like always giving back to the people. Her family, her dad was one of the head people that helped run all 5 factions in her factions. Her brother was really good at it, but she just felt kind of like she didn't fit in. She knew she could give, and she liked giving and stuff, but something just didn't feel good. And she was torn between growing up in abnegation, which is selflessness, and wanting to be dauntless, which is going out, doing all the crazy stuff. They were like the warriors. They jumped off trains onto buildings, like with air in between them. It was scary stuff. And she was torn between those two things. And she was selfless and desires to express herself. She is brave and principled. Roth, one of the writers, writes, she is well liked by others because she is principled and responsible as well as brave. And there's a picture right there to show her family. And it says faction before function. And now that we have looked back on her childhood, let's look at her accomplishments. Trish is able to use her traits to her advantage while still adapting to be dauntless. When she was going through training, she was having trouble, like she had to keep that she was divergent, which when she took her test, she was more than one thing, like she was selfless and she was brave, and she was ignorance was one of the third things she was. And she didn't fit into one category, and that was threatening to the higher ones up in their society. So they wanted to get rid of people like that, so she had to hide her identity through that. And so she struggled with that, growing through her basics, like training for Dauntless. And she had a coach that helped her. Like, he was divergent too, and he helped her grow, and he showed her how to get through and be divergent and use what she liked and like as her abnegation, and use that as her strengths to grow and to go to the top. And then she began to trust her skills and impulses to help her succeed. She learned she can be brave and selfless, going to pulling her ranks up and going through life. Trish's many great accomplishments are what inspire us to be our own person. Trish shows us that being brave and selfless will take us further than just one category. And there's another picture showing, and there's one from the faction. She gets tattoos for the birds, and it resembles the 3 family members she had to leave behind. And we don't need to be bound to just one thing, and you don't have to be just selfless or just brave or just smart. You can be all of those and still be your own person and still be a good person, because that's what scared them. They thought if you had more than one thing, you would be bad and evil, but that is not true. She taught us to respect and take care of ourselves and to help and respect and take care of others while going about our business and our life. So let's review what we've talked about. Now that we've looked at Trish's childhood, honored her accomplishments, and talked about how she has been an inspiration to us, Trish, we wish you a happy retirement and a fun one. Would you still choose the group to fit your one personality, or go and be whoever you wanted to be?
Somebody else.
Go be who you wanted to be.
Go be who you wanted to be. It's a little different from the beginning.
Yeah.
So my works cited are Spark Notes Divergent from Veronica Roth, Divergent the movie, and Jackson Aaron Lit Charts. Thank you.